with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for a little under 3 years and we've built our foundations. We're now putting in place our industries, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And that is exactly where I'll be heading in a moment. I see that Lewis is top of the comments list once again. Lewis from Portugal in watching in YouTube. So I'm heading over now to Facebook. When I get there and Facebook comes up, yeah, okay. I'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when I get there, I'll be looking for the 28th of February. So far, so good. I've got to get rid of my sound, otherwise we'll get feedback. Okay. And we have comments come up now, right? And we've got Martin Foster from the northwest of England, the town famous for its rugby league team, St Helens, an amazing team. They've got a really consistent winning football club up there. Okay. As I said, we are a cloud nation and we are in the process of putting in our industries. We have our infrastructure there. We have our economic currency, social services, treasury, all the usual bits and pieces that the country has. And now we are building industries to boost our economy, strengthen our currency, improve its liquidity and value for the benefit of all members. Who can be a member? Who can be a citizen of the United States of the world? Anybody. We are a non-separatist organization. We accept people from every continent, country, color, class, creed, financial status, educational level, gender, and, any of those superficial things that people pigeonhole people into. We don't see those. We only see people as human beings, and each human being we recognize as being unique, and so having something unique to offer our community. And through that, then we naturally say that, well, everybody is of equal value because they're all bringing something unique to our community. And so everybody is on the same level. We just see human beings, and that's what we mean by non-separatists. We don't pigeonhole people. We usually, and I say usually because sometimes I get mixed up and we end up with it instead of starting with it, but we usually start with a short prayer, which we will be doing in a moment, and that helps us to get on the path to true happiness. True happiness is something that everybody seeks. That's what everybody wants, is to be happy. Whatever it is they may tell you they want, if you would say in life, what do you want in life? They may say, oh, I want better relationships, or they may say, I want a new home, or I want to live in the sunny location by the beach, or there are all sorts of things, but they only want those things to make them happy. Happiness is what they seek, and you can't buy happiness. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. So how do you become happy? There's only one route, and that is through loving service to other people. That fills that hole in you, and it gives you that contentment. And the wonderful thing about that is once you concentrate on being of loving service to others, then you automatically attract into your life everything that you want and need. And that is what our little prayer is about. It's very short and it's to the point. Following the prayer, we have a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology we talked about. So let's get started right away. We've also got Norman in there in the comments from Doncaster, UK. And we've got Andrew in from New Zealand. I've not seen any Mad March hares yet. Must be in October down here. Yeah, it's and Andrew being in New Zealand, he's already in the 1st of March. And before I get into the prayer, let me congratulate the New Zealand cricket team on an amazing test match. Both teams came together to compete, and a wonderful, wonderful exhibition of cricket. New Zealand winning by 1 run, levelling the series, and congratulations to them. Exciting cricket. Now then, back to the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay. Told you it was a little short one, but it is, as I say, it's about how to get that happiness. Otherwise, you'd be chasing money. Very difficult to do. Money runs away from people that chase it. Very few people are successful in catching it. And when they do, they're not necessarily happy. There are people that have more money than they can ever spend, and they're always after more. They want more and more of something because they don't understand that what they're seeking is that happiness that comes from loving service. And we got Deborah in as well from Southern Alabama, USA. Just in time for prayers. Okay, yeah. And just in time also for the affirmation which we got now. Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leader. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, on with the show, as they say. So, what have we been up to? We've been trying to get Remuno sorted out, and unfortunately, when it all got down to it and we couldn't get it working, and I'll give you what Remuno have to say. Okay. They came back to us eventually after toing and froing, saying we're working on a new version of the payment widget to make the interface more convenient for developers like yourself, as well as fixing the current bug where the page hangs. It should be released towards this week or very early next week. I presume that means it was released towards the end of this week or very early next week. We will provide you with better documents on how to integrate. I'll send you an update of how things are getting on at the end of the week. So we spent a lot of time on it, and we are in a position to get it working once they get it working. We've not wasted time. We are handling various other tasks that we have. But the Remuno integration is in progress. I wanted to make sure that people got an email when they completed a matrix in the Poverty Crusher plan. Any matrix, even well, the first level isn't really a matrix, but when you complete that phase, if you like, you will get an email now letting you know. Um, and then what else have we got? That was quite lengthy actually, because it involved uh, 4 different phases, and making sure that things were completed in correct. So anyway, it's done. Um, there is something that we are also doing, which is handling um, Turnkey Cash Cow has now the option of payment in 3 separate payments, and that creates, to an extent, difficulties in how we handle things, because uh, what do we do with it? Well, some things are pretty simple. We split the commission into 3 payments, so you get 3 payments of $200 each time they pay, instead of 1 payment of $600 when they pay in the one lump sum. But what do we do with the programs that we enter them into and this sort of thing? Well, we give them everything uh, on the first payment. So they get set up for everything they're in on the first payment. But what happens if they default? And that is where we've got to uh, put something in place, and that we are working on now, because obviously if they don't pay the second or the third payment, second and third payment, we've got to do something, but we're out of pocket. So um, we are putting in place a suspension of all activity on the Turnkey Cash Cow program front. So everything that they're in will be suspended, and they're in quite a lot of things, and it takes time to get that developed. So, we're in the process of doing that right now. There are other things that we'll be doing in the once we get that out of the way. Some of the things like making it possible to PIF for secondary staking, and also for Poverty Crusher with a card, which I'm not quite sure works at the moment. So there are things that we've got to look at, and there are 1 or 2 other things, but we hopefully will get all those sorted out this week. Of course, tomorrow is the 1st of March here in the UK, and that is where our time server, our server time exists. And so at midnight tonight, we're into the new month. And because of that, we round up figures, and I'll try and remember that we're running them. It used to be easy because we used to have to get up early and get started on them, shut the site down, and we knew what was going on because we were checking figures as they were coming through. And now we have the process automated, and I automatically get some figures to check uh, once the process is completed, and then I've got to quickly go through those to make sure that things are right, and then we sign off on the process. But with me not being involved in it, I get involved in other things, and I forget it's the end of the month. So I'll try and remember tomorrow, and we'll get that done, and we'll have the month-end figures for you. We'll have the results for the free raffle that we run every month, which allocate with tokens to members, increasing their stock of tokens in the Wealth Builder, where we're building a portfolio for them through various aspects. We give those uh, currency to them every month, every day in effect, but it's all transferred at the end of every month into their wallets, and it's for the future. We can't release all those uh, tokens at the present time because we don't have sufficient liquidity in our currency, and that's why we're introducing industries into. I've lost Facebook. Let me make sure we are still working okay. Yeah, we are. That is why we're working on our industries, because we've got to build liquidity pools to make sure that then we have the support for our currency, and we don't get any runaway inflation because too many tokens are out there on the market at the same time. Of course, if you are participating in promoting any of our industries, and these would be loosely termed as business opportunities outside of our community, and any commissions you make, you're paid instantly anyway. Our Easy Business Builder plan pays instantly in our currency, Wheat Abundance tokens. Our Poverty Crusher plan pays instantly into your wallet, and you can request. But both these pay into your wallets, and then you can request the payment. Um, and it's automated for Wheat Abundance. It's manual for USDT, so it may take a few hours to get your request fulfilled, but it's fulfilled quickly, and it's paid in USDT for Poverty Crusher. We also have secondary staking, which is paid automatically from your secondary staking into your withdrawal pending at the end of every month, or the first few days of the next month. I can't remember when that actually happened. I think it may happen on the second of the month. And then we pay those manually in USDT. There's quite a number of those, and it takes a while to get through, but we uh, make sure that we get everything paid within the first 10 days of the month. It's usually faster. We say we'll get you paid out within the first 10 days of the month. Once again, that's paid in USDT. So there are ways that you can get paid, boom, straight away now, just by sharing love and abundance. Everything we have, you can get involved in without the need to put cash in out of your pocket. You can work your way up from zero to the top levels, and we have quite a number of members that have done that, both in the wealth building side and in the BizOp side. Um, it just takes a little bit longer and requires a little bit more effort than if you're prepared to throw a few dollars in to move you along faster. But there's no reason why you should get into any financial difficulties from getting involved in We Share Abundance. It's free to join, and everything we have, as I say, you can get involved in without any out-of-pocket expense if you choose. Okay, there's no obligation to get involved in anything. Once you join, it's up to you. Okay, let's have a look. We have also Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. We've got Ramachandra in from India. He's in, where are you in? He's in Mumbai still. He was headed there a while back, so he's still in Mumbai. He is, I believe, planning to return to UK, where he is from, Watford. And we've got Accommodate in from Nigeria. Okay, so that really covers what we've got going development-wise. Devyani is taking a week off next week, so we need to get done as much as we can this week. Plan what she's going to be doing when she gets back. She's only having a week off, but she has reasons for that, and she will be around in case there are any emergencies, but we don't foresee any. But it happens, doesn't it? Usually when somebody's away, something happens and you go, oh, if she was only here, you know. Okay, so we'll get that sorted out. Turnkey Cash Cow, as I say, we're working on, because we've got to get that right pretty quickly, because we have a large campaign going on in collaboration with ROI Tips, Caleb O'Dowd's company. They are running the campaign for us. They've generated over $150 million in sales for their clients, and we're looking forward to them generating some large sales for us. That will put a lot of cash into our liquidity pools, and we've got different other things. I mean, everybody that promotes any of our programs, our industries, they make money themselves, but they also put cash into the liquidity pool. It's beneficial for all the members. We also have multiple income streams, third-party plans that we recommend that are outside of our community, and they also put funds into our liquidity pools, and we're expecting those to start filling up pretty rapidly once we get that campaign running, which should be within the next week or I don't know, about a week or two, as early as possible. It's in Caleb's hands now. They've got to set it up. They will come back with anything that needs any final modifications from me. We've already done quite a bit, and then it'll be out there, and the money will start rolling in, which will be a great relief to a lot of our members, because we have members who have very generously loaned us cash back in November 2021, which should have been repaid over a year ago, and things didn't work out, unfortunately. The funds that we had due coming to us didn't happen for various reasons, and we got left a little bit high and dry with that. So our priority will be to get those loans paid off. Second thing we'll be doing with the liquidity as it rolls in is to reward our members who bought nest eggs, and that will be done chronologically. We will allow them to withdraw their nest egg income if they choose. Nest eggs are still available, but we've got a lot of people that put in quite a lot of money over a period of time buying nest eggs to help us overcome some of our short-term difficulties, and we'll be paying those nest eggs in chronological order, or allowing the people to withdraw if they choose from those nest eggs in chronological order. And once we get all that completed, we will be totally debt-free again, which we've always strived for. Unfortunately, circumstances dropped us into a hole a little bit, and we did allow those debts to accumulate. Once we've got rid of those, then we will then be in a position to open up in a small way initially withdrawals from the wealth builder that we have, in addition to people being able to earn from the commissions for promoting our industry, and from the third party programs, from our multiple income streams, which is very important. We have several of those. I'm not sure how many's in there now. I think there are over 20 different programs that you can join. Most of them you can register for totally free, and commissions from promoting them totally free. I say most of them because they change rules when we put them in. They were at that stage, but they change it, and sometimes they say, okay, now you're only eligible for commissions if you have one of our plans or something like this. So those are very lucrative. Many of them are passive income plans, and I sent you a message out about another one that we've added into our downline builder, and that is CoinMarketVault, which has been running for a while very successfully, and it requires a minimum of $100 to get started in that, which is the most that we ever have. Anything that requires more than that, we discount, because most of our members couldn't afford to get involved initially in those. As we become more prosperous as a whole uh, economy, as a country, then our members will be able to afford more, and we'll be able to look at plans where the startup costs are higher. But generally speaking, we'd like to keep it at $100 or less. So we've put in CoinMarketBull. It's $100 because you have to buy their bot for, well, you rent their bot effectively. It's $50 a year to rent. So you pay $50, and then the minimum deposit that you can earn on is $50, and the minimum return that you'll get back is 1.2% per day. It could be more, but 1.2% is the minimum. So I sent information on that today. Once again, it's a very lucrative plan. You get paid 7 days a week. Our top pick out of our passive income plans is still Vortic. Lovely man behind Vortic, Jensen Rose. He understands that to be happy, you've got to serve. He's made his fortune from trading. He actually worked for major financial institutions, and then he got on his own, and he's become a multimillionaire in his own right from trading. And, he's had a presence on Facebook for about 7 or 8 years, where he's posted his trading results, and he's been helping people out with their trading in Facebook. And about when did it start? I think September of last year, something like that. We didn't get involved till October, November time. But it started off pretty slow. Not many people knew about it. It's still not a lot of people know about Vortic, but it will grow because it's a wonderful opportunity, and it has a really, really good inflation plan if you choose to share it with others. Passive income plans means that you don't need to do anything to make money. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to refer people to make money. And then that's essentially the two things that people stumble over, is selling or referring other people. Passive income, as I say, you don't have to do that. It takes the pressure off everyone. So you get involved in something and you will make money whether you sell things or refer them anyway. Most of the passive income plans have a range that you're likely to earn at, depending on where you're involved and what level you're at and this sort of thing. And Vortic is no different, but it pays between 0.6% and 1.8% per day, depending on the portfolio you take out with them. And it pays that 5 days a week. They don't bother with weekends. They take the weekends off. And it's a very sound, strong program. All programs, everything in fact in life, not just in business, has a risk. It's a risk crossing the road. It's a risk plugging in your heater. You could electrocute yourself because something shorts out. Everything in life carries a risk. So there is nothing that you can say is 100% safe and secure. So the rules when you are getting involved in a business are put in more before you can afford to lose. And secondly, get your seed money back out as quickly as is practical for your personal situation. When I put it that way, it means you may want to take it out a little bit more slowly than some people because it allows you to compound it more and you move along faster. You get up to higher payments quicker. Compounding is very important. But if you just want to get your money out, then you just pull it out as quickly as you can. Um, and then you get to the stage where you start your compounding. It's a little bit slower doing it that way, but it may make you feel more secure. And then you can use that capital to get into another income stream and another income stream and another income stream. And multiple income streams are so important. Okay, where are we now? Let's have a look. We've got a minute accommodate. Uh, we've got Richard in as well from Devon, not far away from me, here in the southwest peninsula of England. Um, so today I got the information out of that plan that we've added, Coin Market Bull. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will get more information out on something else we've added, which is um, not a business opportunity in the same sense of the word, although it still is. I mean, virtually everything available now can be turned into a business opportunity. They have affiliate plans and ways that you can make money from them. But we have in our downline builder system.io, and that is basically a funnel builder. Most people online that are marketing have heard of ClickFunnels. It's similar to ClickFunnels. It allows you to put together lots of things, send emails out, build your list. And the great thing about it is it's free. Now they do have upsells starting at $27 a month, but you get so much as a free member that most of our members will not need to upgrade ever. The ones that do need to upgrade will be making so much money that $27 will be neither here nor there. So what I intend to do and need to do tomorrow is to get into system.io. I've already had some work with the support, but it is possible to then build out funnels and then share them with people as long as they're registered with system.io. So we need to get in there, see how we can do it, what we can do, how we can put together funnels and make them available for all our members. And as I say, that is in the downline builder, because if somebody does choose to upgrade or buy some other service that they may offer, then you will make a commission on it. So that's why it's in there. You can become an affiliate with them as well as benefiting from the free system that they have. And all our members will then be able to use that. If we can get those funnels up and working, we can have funnels for different aspects of our business, the charitable side, the wealth building side, the poverty crusher, the easy business builder, and soap program, secondary staking, can all be separate funnels that we can lead people through. And in a really strong, powerful, professional way, turnkey cash cow, another one. All these aspects we can create different funnels for, and you'll be able to use these if you are marketing, and you should be sharing what we have with other people. That's what we're about, sharing love and abundance. And so this will just make it easier and more effective for you to share. It will create the interest, it'll build list, it'll follow up on people. And there'll be lots of different options for you, making it, as I say, easier and more effective. Akpomede, have we said hello to Akpomede? I think we did, haven't we? He's from Nigeria. Yeah, we got Richard after it, so I think we did catch Akpomede. Let me get into Melon now, and we will be looking at, as I said at the beginning, Lewis was top of the comments list again from YouTube. And I'm scrolling down to see if there are any people in from YouTube or Twitch that we have any questions from. No, there aren't. I think I've covered most of the things that I've got for you there today. We do have some numbers. We had a net decrease of 1 in our registered members to 38,820. Net decrease is because we remove people that are not active for 2 months. They don't log in for 2 months. We say, okay, you're not interested, fine, we just take you out of the database. But we always have new registrations, and depending on which is higher, we've either got a net increase or a net decrease. And today we had a net decrease of 1. We had an actual increase of 29 in our active members. Active members are people that log in usually every day, but at least 50% of their available days in a month. And so that was up by 29 in the last 24 hours to 4,069. Multiplied with, nothing's changed. We did get a little bit of cash from logging in from the revenue share, but it wasn't enough to just take us up to the next dollar in our bonus pool, which still stands at $10,082. And I think, as I say, I think that covers everything. It's lovely to always see you and see what's going on. We are working hard for you behind the scenes, not just me. There are lots of volunteers here that we have in our support teams, in our verification teams, server teams, keeping everything running. We have several servers. We back everything up. We have all the foundations in place. Developers, it's all there, and it's all working to make this community stronger and better for all our members. And 2023 is going to be an amazing year. I was hoping that we would have been seeing more results already, but things always tend to drag on. They take a little bit longer than you anticipated. But I was hoping we'd have had our first campaign. When we were in December, I was planning that the first campaign would be done and dusted by the end of February. We're at the end of February today, and we're still working on it. But it will be coming out as soon as possible in March. It will, without doubt, fill the coffers. We don't know how quickly it will fill them, but I anticipate that there will be more than enough to get us really moving forward in a strong and powerful way. Certainly paying off those initial loans. I anticipate there'll be more than enough to do that with the first campaign. As we run additional campaigns, hopefully we'll get up to running one. Well, certainly we'll be doing one a month, but we'll be hoping to get to 2, possibly even 3 campaigns every month, which will put cash in the pockets of our turnkey cash cow members, but also fill those liquidity pools, benefiting all members. And so behind the scenes, we're still working on turnkey cash cow, getting various things done to make it better, more effective, stronger program. The better it is, the easier it will be to sell those plans, and the more plans we sell, the greater the liquidity will be boosted. You know, if everybody, what did I say, we have 38,820 registered members. If everybody went out and introduced one person a month, just one person a month, everybody went out and referred just one person a month, we wouldn't have any liquidity issues anyway. The pools would be already overflowing, and we'd have to put pipelines in for new reservoirs. Um, but the way of the world is most people sit back and leave it to a minority to do all the work. And it's the majority that are sitting back that do all the complaining, because the minority that are doing the work are making money anyway, and they're putting cash into their pockets anyway from uh, from the plans they're involved in, as well as helping all fellow members by filling those liquidity pools. So hopefully, as we get those pools filled and we start see these payments going out in greater quantity, larger amounts, we will start an upward spiral, and it will encourage a few more people to get involved in promoting, and it will just boost everything that we're doing. Okay, so that is it from me. There is no more comments in there, and there are no more in the Facebook group. So I'm here every day, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. So until tomorrow, Auf Wiedersehen. Be Wizard Warriors. Share love and abundance. Go the extra mile. Fill your soul with that happiness from helping other people. God bless you all. Auf Wiedersehen, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.